Hey, this shit miserable. It do not want to work. Hey, can anybody hear me? I guess it's playing. Hey guys. So welcome to another episode of Candace Michele Views, where I give my opinion. Um, it was a little bit of difficult technical difficulties, but I'm up here. I made it. You know how YouTube is, it gives me a hard time. Hi, anybody that's coming in and joining, thank you for being here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it quick and brief, because it's been a long day. But I did wanted to come up here and just talk about a couple of subjects. Of course, I want to do a recap of my last live. I know my last live was about, I believe I was talking about Puff Daddy's son, the clone looking one or whatever, and of course he ended up getting locked up like not even a week after I did my video, because that's just what they do with my videos. It seems like anything that I say, it comes to fruition, it comes true, or I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel like they steal my storylines or something like that. Because I was talking about the son. Like I was like, oh, Puffy's son was acting weird or whatever. And he was talking about his little sisters, telling them to do a 360 or something like that. And then they ended up going and locking the sons up. So I just thought that was weird that they locked the sons up after I was literally talking about how they were acting like pedophilish or whatever with their own sisters. And then the next time you saw Puffy in a picture, it was with the two little girls that I was talking about. So I just thought this shit was weird, right? But I think that that's what they do. They love to troll me. Anything that I talk about, they're gonna literally make it into like a movie skit or whatever they do in Hollywood. They made a skit out of it. And then the thing is, like, I think Homeland Security came and locked them up, which makes it even more of a poke, because like I said, I'm pretty sure they're taking these people back to their country. So I just thought it was weird that Homeland Security was the ones that came and got the sons or whatever, because these people are not from this country. They're not, I don't care if they were born here or not. They are here for a specific reason, and the reason of them being here is to like infiltrate and to work with the CIA, military, or missionary church. I don't know where is that. The church, the cat. These people that's in the church and stuff. I don't know what organization they're with, but they're all a part of the same group of terrorizing regular people that work for a living. They just harass us and snatch all our money up. So I just thought that was weird. I was like, see, I do predict things. I feel like I have like this prophet ability where I talk about stuff and things happen. I know that a lot of times when you say things, the internet or whatever, all these devices that are picking up anything that we do, they kind of like put whatever you're talking about on your For You Two page. Like you'll think of a song or you'll play a song, and next thing you know, all the TikTok videos that had that song will end up on your For You page, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, I was just thinking of that song." Like, am I a psychic? But I feel like I'm doing more than that. I'm doing more than them hearing something and them playing it, because like literally they're hearing things that I'm saying, and then they're doing like they're making skits and videos and movies. Like they're going above and beyond with the things that I'm saying, right? But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about Puffy, because we all know that these are all distractions, right? I just was saying, in the last video, I was talking about Puffy, his sons, how his sons is being weird as fuck with the sisters, and saying that these are distractions, right? And then they put that big distraction out with Puff Daddy and his son. So I thought that was very weird because the distraction of it was that that bridge falling down. So it was at the same time that bridge got demoed, they put the Puff Daddy story out of the sons getting locked up, whatever. So you see, like it literally what I did in my last live is exactly what happened. It was like a big distraction with Puff Daddy and his sons or whatever, and the distraction was to not really pay attention to the bridge that fell, right? Um, it could be other things. There was an earthquake. It was an earthquake as well. And then after that, it was like another like shudder, like an after effect of the earthquake. So it was like a little earthquake, and then it was like an after effect as well in New York, which is very weird because we don't live in an area that's prone to earthquakes. Like earthquakes happen in California and stuff because it's by like the San Andreas or whatever. Like it's by like just the West Coast in like Asia and stuff alone. It goes up the whole volcano. It's like a whole volcano thing in the middle of like Hawaii and stuff. It's like it's full of volcanoes down that whole route. It's like you understand what I'm saying? So that could be prone to a lot of those landslides, a lot of those things that are happening. Is understandable because they're over there in like Volcano City, right? But that's not what's going on our side. We don't have, I don't think, no volcanoes, if any. So it's just like where's the earthquake stemming from? So you got to understand that they're probably doing things underground. They're probably having like some type of fight, or they're probably like doing some type of like construction that may have caused the earthquake. You know what I'm saying? Because the earthquake didn't make no sense. So I'm assuming that they could possibly be moving things because we already know that they have tunnels all around the whole, like from like the 50 states, and it goes beyond the states because Mexico is known for tunnels. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that they be doing a lot of stuff underground, and that's really where the earthquake stemmed from. I don't think it was a coincidence that the bridge was demoed and then an earthquake happened. I think they're doing some type of construction. Um, and we know that the bridge was demoed. It was demolition because I'm pretty sure no one is stupid enough to build a bridge where one boat takes the whole line. Like, I understand that part of the bridge broke down and the other part didn't, but it literally took out the whole entire bridge in a minor of seconds. So I think that was a stream, right? I think they think I think they really want us to be that stupid. Like, hey, you guys are pretty fucking dumb. So we're gonna show you some weird stuff. Like literally when the boat was crashing into the bridge, it flashed the light on, it flashed the light off, like as if it was signaling like, hey, I'm about to hit the bridge in 5. Like it was like a countdown. So they could do the bombs to, at the same time as impact. I think that the light went this my the electricity, they are sickly people, bro. These people are sick. And whoever could think for 1 second that a boat could take a whole bridge down in 2 seconds, like all the infrastructure that's here has been here for hundreds of years. I'm pretty sure a boat wouldn't take the whole fucking bridge out. Like it just doesn't seem like it was that flimsy. You know what I'm saying? And imagine going people that live in what is that? Was it Maryland? Imagine people living in that state that was taking them bridges and thinking, damn, only thing that it could take is a boat to hit a piece and I could be dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine taking these bridges and all it takes is for a boat to smash it and then the whole line. So I don't think that they engineered the bridges that way. I'm pretty sure that they all have like we're not as from what I remember when they make bridges, they have pieces. It goes like piece and piece and piece. So that boat should have took a piece of the bridge out. It shouldn't have took the whole fucking bridge out. And I believe that the light flashing on and off right before the impact was to let them know, hey, countdown, we about to come into impact. So the whatever that detonated to take that whole bridge out was able to detonate at the same time. They wanted to be in sync. It was very obvious. So and then they gave you all different kind of views. When they give you all different kind of angles of videos, you know that this is something that they're documenting. Because why is there so many angles of this incident? Like, why is it was like cameras. I'm like, where's all of these cameras coming from? Where they have so much video of this boat hitting, like, I don't know. They could say, oh, it's a lot of cameras, but I feel like they were taping the event, and that's why so many angles that you can see of the footage. So that's that, right? That big distraction of, and imagine everybody talking about Puffy and not about the bridge. Not like they're just like, oh, Puffy, and it's like, are we really talking about Puffy, or is the mainstream media fake a bunch of fake profiles and fake people talking about Puffy? Because I sometimes I feel like we're not even checking for these celebrity CIA agents at this point. At this point, we're not checking for these people no more, right? And it's like, so the big, like, in the media, as soon as the Puffy thing happened, they thought I was going to jump up here like, oh, let me jump up here and talk about, who is Haitian? Like, I don't want to talk about that Haitian dude. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not jumping up here for Puffy. Now, would I have jumped up here for the bridge or other things like that? Yeah, but at the same time, it's like the media is pushing out that, this is an incident. And then you see, I don't know if these are real people or fake people responding under these media posts saying, hey, I guess you don't know physics, and like stupid shit like that, where they're trying to back it up. Like, oh no, this happens. The boat could really hit, and the boat wasn't even going top speed. The boat was going at slow as fuck. And the boat didn't even go through. It didn't even like speed. It was like, it like stopped. Soon as it hit the bridge, it stopped because that's how slow it was fucking going. And it was like, I just don't feel the speed. I don't think it didn't give what it should have gave. It gave, y'all just put a boat there and blew the fucking bridge up. That's what it looked like. On top of that, I feel like there was no cars coming either. I feel like the cars that was being seen in the video was AI, whatever you call it, GIA, whatever they call it, where they are showing you something that's not really there. Like, you saw those cars speeding by, and then right when it was empty as hell, that's when the impact happened, with no cars were coming across that big giant bridge. No cars happened to be on the bridge at that time. So these people are very strategic, just like 9/11. They did it at a time where they knew that building was not going to be filled up with a bunch of people. Now, a lot of people that come real early suck for them, right? But a lot of people that comes for work and stuff like that, it really didn't start at the time that the impact happened. Like, a lot of people were going to be in office a lot. So I think that they do things, and especially all the Jewish people that took off that day that didn't end up in the building. And then, as they say, 2 planes took out, what, 5 buildings? I think like 5 buildings were destroyed in 9/11. It was like a fire building. It was like a building 5. There was like 2 planes took out 5 buildings. So, this stuff is definitely planned, and they try to plan it to a point where not too many people will be hurt, because it's always happening at a time like late at night or early morning, when there's not so much traffic. And I think that they really have it strategic, where they probably already had things cut off before the incident even happened, for no cars to be going by. I don't know, because like I said, only thing I could do is like give my opinion about what I feel like, and then you have a whole bunch of people giving opinions, but I think they're fake profiles agreeing and pushing the narrative. So, you just got to be careful, because I know a lot of people want to believe that this is not happening. Like, oh, like, they wouldn't plan to do this, they wouldn't plan to do that. And it's like, and you think they wouldn't tax the shit out of you and make sure that you live check to check for the rest of your life for a whole lot of people in the world. You would think that won't happen either, but it does. So, it's like, I'm not putting nothing past people that are that diabolical, where they know that they're keeping people at a certain point in life from beginning to end. Like they don't have no sympathy for it. So I definitely think that they're going to do a lot more diabolical things than just making people work very hard and making sure that they don't make more than enough, or making sure that people don't, like you say, oh, well, you have opportunity. You don't really have opportunities to do other things that's going to make you rich, because it's really who you know, who you know, like, because for it to be really successful, it's not as simple as people think. You got to be really into the loop to be a part of those entrepreneurship situations. It's no, oh, I'm gonna just open a business today. No, it takes a lot, and it's like you have to be a part of a lot as well, like knowing people. Oh God, my email fell out. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So as you can see, they're definitely up to something, right? So I was watching a lot of things as far as I don't know what's going on right now. It's a lot. But anyway, I was watching a lot of things as far as like the presidency or whatever. So they're still, I feel like they're still pushing this narrative of a black woman president. I don't know if it's going to be Michelle Obama, but they did give another selection. I forgot who it was, and I was like, um, I forgot who it was. They was definitely pushing another narrative of a black woman president, though, but I don't really know. I can't remember exactly at this point. Let me see if my phone could jog my memory. But I'm telling you, I'm pretty like really good at what I do, bro. And it's giving that it's gonna. I don't know exactly how they're gonna do it, but as right now, I don't feel like Biden or Trump is going to take anything. Like, because Biden is a weirdo. He's still pushing student loans, and I don't know how long it takes to push a bill, but I think 4 years was an adequate enough time for him to get something on the table and be ready to. The least thing he could have did for y'all is say, "Hey, we got something on the table. All I need is for y'all to get me in office again, and then we can get to the signing part." But he doesn't even have any kind of like, he doesn't have anything for you guys to read. Not even a pamphlet of, and it's been 4 years. And, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you believe that he's really going to work on it the next 4 years, then okay, we are that stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we are as dumb as they think we are. But and then Trump, I mean, this guy is scary. That guy, he's getting locked up with the rest of the guys. Like he's a part of Rico. Like I don't even understand why people are pushing Trump. That's why I'm beginning to think some people are French. Like most of these people are French and Russian. Because Trump is a part of the Russian crew. His girl, his kid, they all are part of the Russian crew. So it's not, yeah, it's not too hard to figure that out. That Trump is definitely a part of the RICO that's going on with what's his name, Doug, young Doug. Like that's why Trump was probably getting a lot of these people out of jail, because he doesn't want them probably mentioning his name or something, because he's definitely a part of the drug scene, most likely drug trafficking. He might not be trafficking humans like Biden and them team, but he's definitely part of the drug trafficking, which is they all go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You see how they talking about all this coke usage too, right? Like they using all this coke. Ben told y'all they was cokeheads and all that. Like they really on drugs, like for real. And if you're not doing drugs with them, they're not gonna trust you. Um, You saw what happened to OJ. Like they done took OJ back to his country. I think people like OJ and them are like the biggest infiltrators, where they look like an American Negro, but they be mixed with shit. And I think they took that nigga back wherever he was from. I think he was French or whatever the juice was. He got sent the fuck back. I don't think he died. He was in great shape. Um, a lot of people just passed away. They were older than him. So you telling me most of these people that died in their 80s and stuff was in better shape than OJ? Like I feel like he's an all American athlete. He was looking like he was doing very great when he came home from jail the last stint. Um, so yeah, OJ, and then they always do it in threes. So OJ, Mr. C, and didn't I tell y'all a story about Mr. C? Remember, I don't know if I told y'all the whole story about Mr. C. Not explaining that shit again. Told y'all a story about Mr. C. It was a similar story to uh K whatever. I can't remember his name either. That's that. Yeah, but I had a story about Mr. C, and he tried to be weird. Um and he probably got sent back to his country, or he probably died. He was in terrible shape. He was super fat. Let me stop. I'm not saying that super fat people are gonna die. I'm just saying he was in terrible health. His breathing was terrible. He was like, so I was just like, eh. And yeah, I'm not. Anyway, so Mr. C, OJ, and Robert Caraballi. I think he was like, I had like a Roberto Cavalli dress before, so I know he's like a high end designer or whatever. So they killed three people in a row real quick, just like they always do. They always kill people in threes for whatever reason. That's why, like, if you want to see, like in the corner, like I have in the corner of my thing, I have like my money Buddha, and I have the number three or whatever. It stays together. I keep it together on my desk. I keep it together on my desk because I feel like that's like the symbolism of getting money. So I keep the number three, and I keep the money Buddha, because it's different Buddhas. He's not the Nazi Buddha and the Nahid. He's the money Buddha, which is like more Chinese Buddhism. But anyway, I don't practice a lot, but I do certain things because it's where the money resides. And when, things that, as far as like manifesting and, getting certain things, like I write stuff, like things like that, I do practice because I know of a lot of things. And I don't really like practice anything, but I do practice certain things that got to do with getting money. That's just what I like to do. And I have not stopped in it for a reason. Like I feel like it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's to each their own. But yeah, but like they do things in threes because it's like the Trinity, the trilogy, the whatever. Like it's considering also the cycle of life, like mom, dad, child, parents, child. So it symbolizes a lot. Um, in I forgot what I was talking about with the three. Oh yeah, so they killed three people, whatever. And a lot of these people a lot of these people were doing evil stuff. So I don't know what to tell you. Like they wicked people. I'm not saying they're like the worst people in the world, because worst things could have happened. But I feel like that was evil, bro. Like you're evil. So anyway, and it's like when I talk about certain people, they ended up dead and stuff like, or like I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if they send them back to their country or whatever, but just like how they had Homeland Security coming to get Puffy in them, I feel like I'm not too far off with them getting sent to a different country. Like they're getting taken out because they're probably are changing management. You know what I'm saying? These people work for the government. These people work for, so we don't know the process of their hiring or their firing. So you know what I'm saying? And I know that you don't want to work for the government and then get fired by the government, because then you can no longer be in those positions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I feel like it's the same situation where like Puffy and them are getting fired or whatever, and it's not really fired. They're telling a story. These people are telling the same story over and over. I don't know if it's like an AI written story and they have to stick to the script, but they're definitely, as you can see now, it's like a repetitive situation going on with all of them, with the same scenarios, the same stories, right? So anyway, enough about the recap of me being a prophet. 2025 is going to be wild. So I hope you guys are ready for that, because no matter what happens in the election, the plans have already been planned. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all think they waiting to plan shit, y'all bugged out. This is a big deal. Being in charge of the world, being in charge of America, being in charge of all these corporations and countries or whatever is a big fucking deal. They are not waiting to make any plans. If the plans have been made years ago. This place is like mad noise. Yeah, so if you think they're waiting for that, it is no wait. It's already in effect. You know what I'm saying? So everyone already knows that 2025 is going to be out of control. They're gonna blame it on the elections. They're gonna pin it on that of why the next shutdown and everything is gonna happen. You know, they already had it planned, so they're already talking about it. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows this by now. I don't think that people need to be buying like underground food. I think that's a bit extreme. Um, I think a lot of people are doing that because they are traveling. You see, the same people, they always been traveling all over the place with no real place to really be. So I think those are the people that's really buying like survival stuff, survival food, survival things. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like if it's gonna, no matter what, survival stuff, whatever, if it's gonna be chaos, you ain't gonna have really no time to save or protect yourself. Chaos is chaos. Like if you think you're gonna be sitting in your crib chilling while other people are going crazy, then you're crazy. At a time before they heat hove inside your crib and disturb your peace. Like no one's gonna be sitting around in a bunker, whatever. Be careful with that as well because if something happens and you can't get out of that, you just created your own grave. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Everybody just know that it's gonna be weird as hell in 2025. It's definitely gonna go down. Um, I don't even know how to tell people to prepare for anything because you can't really prepare for um another shutdown. Like you literally saw what happened. Like everybody was in trouble. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the shutdown was the shutdown. It was nothing to do. It was nothing to say. It was like you know what I'm saying. So just go with it. Like it's no new place to go to. It's no like oh it's another land. It's no new land. Nothing, bro. They just acting crazy because it's like this is the only good spot. Like this area is like the only good area. So it's just gonna be wild no matter what. Cause like you're gonna have way too many people suffering and everybody gonna want in on here. And once everybody come in on here, this place is gonna go, straight to fucking hell. So good luck everyone. Let me stop. So yeah, that I feel like that's what's to come. Like everybody it's gonna get too hungry, too dirty out there, and everybody gonna wanna come flooding in here because the word is out that this is like a really safe haven mainland place to be. Like the word is out. And I think everybody always knew in the first place. I don't think this is something new. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they're gonna be wanting to come in here more than ever now. Um I did want to talk about Ice Spice. Because I'm not gonna be here for too long. I'm a little tired. So let me just say what's up to everybody that's here. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hi, hey, great to see you. Hey, people. I've been waiting patiently for you all to start. Thank you for waiting for me. I'll be trying to come up here as often as I can, but my laptop is the worst, and I am definitely working on it. Trust me, I know I've been saying that forever, but I'm saying it because it's going to be a reality one day, soon, soon. Hopefully, I always said the summer, and I'm still getting. I still feel like I'm on that same schedule. Like it's still getting summer. It might happen where I can upgrade my laptop. Um, hey, Candace. Hey, Karma. Hey, Kay Harris. How you girls are doing? I thought the same thing. Okay. He's playing different roles and characters. This probably the rich people is moving out of the United States when it hits the fan. Yeah, Style Horn. I think they said a lot of people are going to Hawaii, and that's why they did the fire. They did the fire so they could get some space out there to do it. But sometimes I feel like they're just trying to skedaddle because a lot of people are figuring out that they were a part of us going along, influencing us. Now that we understand what influencing means, we could 100% understand what influencer means now. Where like they are shoving so many things down your throat. They want you to buy a garbage can. They want you to buy hair products. They want you to buy shaving cream. They want you to buy shit for your fucking feet. They want you to buy everything, bro. Like, so we kind of understand what influencer means now. It means sell people shit, sell people, sell it, sell everything. Hopefully, people could spend all their money and be broke. Like that's literally their job. Just like to ruin our fucking lives, sell us every fucking thing that they could think of that we don't need. That's why, like, I literally be like on Instagram. I just be flying through stuff because it's nothing but a bunch of people, and now they got regular people doing what the celebrities and stuff used to do. So it's like, do we really need these celebrities? Because we got regular people being like anybody could be a celebrity now. So, it's like a new. They're transitioning into making more money off of people, and I'm talking about the big people that we don't see, like the invisible rich people. Those people are understanding that they can take the middle people out, the middleman out, and that they can make buyers, sellers, and buyers at the on the penny. Like they're literally doing this shit. A lot of people are promoting and doing a lot of stuff for fucking damn near peanuts or for free, literally for free, because they want to take their shot at trying to get a commission or trying to get in. A lot of the times, you get a lot of views, but you don't get a lot of sales. So these people still make their money, but you're not making no fucking money, and they don't really need the middleman and celebrity to pay them that much. And so this is all marketing and strategic for the big boys. They always try to make it. They always want to make the 99% and give us not 9%. They want to make sure they give us the crumbs. They want to take as much as they can off the top. And they're figuring out a way to transition their profit even more, their profit even bigger, and making the people that they pay check smaller. Which is like if they're making us do it or other people do it, regular people do it, we get paid way less than a celebrity will ever get paid. And we're doing the same job that they're doing. We're getting the same kind of traffic going to them, buying their stuff by putting us up there, but not having to really, you don't know how many sales or how many views you're really getting. They can make it seem like you're not getting anything and don't have to pay you shit, like how YouTube does me. Like, oh, you're not really getting that many views, you're not getting that many, so we don't have to pay you nothing really until you meet your quota or whatever, right? When I could really be making a lot of views and they owe me some money, you know what I'm saying? But how would I ever know that? How would I know if this is shaking me down or not? You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of stuff that I say on bigger platforms. So sometimes I feel like they're suppressing my views because they don't want to cut me my check. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with how they got all these regular people, smaller, and not saying just regular people, but like smaller, Z-list celebrities like Kai Sin or like all these like streamers. Like, who are these streamers? Who are they? Like, is it really a talent to come up here and be a streamer? Like that makes you a celebrity now? Like, oh, he's a streamer. He's a fucking celebrity. Sitting his ass in front of a video every day. Because literally, you become a good YouTuber or a good streamer when you're in front of the camera every day, so people can really get attached to you and look forward to your show because you're up here every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is that really make you a celeb? Is that a talent? So that's what they are transitioning into, and these people are able to sell more than the so-called celebrity that has a so-called talent that we know that they don't really have. None of these people have no talent. They have auto tune. They have if they do have a talent, they've been practicing and they've been doing this talent since they were born. A lot of these people you will see like, oh, Alicia Keys. A lot of these people been in a business. They've been on other shows, other things since they were little kids. So it's like, are these regular people? Are they being born to do these jobs? Because it's not easy for a kid to be an actor. But yet these kids be acting like they smoke cigarettes and shit. Like, you be like, how are they so good at these acting roles? So many of these children that's in the show, in the business, they be doing like grown up material. And it's like, are they really real kids? Like, are they being like, sometimes I feel like they're being brought up, we know that they have communities like Disney World have residential area, and we know that they don't even follow the Constitution. They have their own little diplomatic situation going over there where they abide by their own rules, and they have residentials there. People live there. People grow up there. So they have communities. Oh, I could go on and on and on with certain communities that do certain stuff. They're practicing certain things, and this is their point in life and their mission and their goal. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta think like, is that really regular people? Because they're not being raised regular, and they're going to fulfill the destiny that they're being put upon them. So it's like, what are these people? Who the fuck are they? I feel like we shouldn't deal with any of these people at all because at this point we know that they're being pushed upon us. There's no real okay. There could be a talent with some of them, but the talent is being pushed upon them from birth. It's like what is this? What are they like? What is the point? And then when you figure out what the point is, it's to rip me off in life. It's to make sure I'm working. I'm dancing around to get to work. I'm dancing to go to bed to make sure I'm getting to work. Or it's like it's like they're motivating me to be a fucking go to school, go to work bitch. Like I don't want them to motivate me to do that. That's what they were here for. So yeah, I don't like none of those people. They all suck. Meeting a lot of these people, they all suck. And then on top of that, they be broke. Remember I told you that they don't be having no money. Now you can kind of see like a lot of these people be sitting there and they be like, oh, like if you really pay attention, like a lot of these people act like they ain't got no money. Like they just got access to things. Like I believe I showed y'all a clip of what Maya the singer, what she was saying. She was like that these people got access and I had to say no to certain shit and that's what put a stop to her going to another level because she wasn't saying yes to certain stuff. You got to say yes to a lot of things to get into those doors, so yeah, it's just not at this point. I feel like this stuff has to be dismantled. I don't think a lot of people are even dealing with these celebrities anymore. And the celebrities are just staying in delusional land. And they're like, no, we're still, hot. And people still want to be us. And it's like, no, we don't. We don't like y'all. Go back to your countries. Like they are, like most of your bosses are sending y'all back to, but if y'all think that these people are real people, fine with me. But anyway, we're gonna get into conspiracy because I don't want to be up here for too much longer. I'm gonna get into my conspiracy of today's twin thous. So today's twin thous is gonna go to. Let's see if I can show y'all better than I could show you. I could tell you better than I could show you. It's gonna go to Ice Spice and who you think? Who you think is Ice Spice twin? Can somebody guess? Who do y'all think that I'm gonna say is Ice Spice? Who do y'all think is Ice Spice twin? I do believe that Ice Spice came out of nowhere. She's a January Capricorn. So she made me think. I'm looking like, where did Ice Spice even come from? And then it just hit me, right? I was thinking, why haven't Cardi B had any beef with Ice Spice, right? I'm like, that's weird that she never beefed with Ice Spice. And Ice Spice kind of makes me feel like she kind of cut Cardi B, like, just like how Nicki Minaj was saying, oh, they're trying to make another me and they brought Cardi out. I feel like Ice Spice kind of was like, because Cardi B decided to go on and have children, nobody really wants to see her drop it like it's hot or talk mad hoish when she has a husband and two children. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives like you're just saying this to stay hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't say it killed her career, but I feel like she has to figure out something else than being the hot hoe. The hot, like her image was like the hot hoe out here that's lit. You know what I'm saying? I get down and dirty, whatever. I'm cute. You see what I'm saying? That really can't be her image anymore because she's a wife with two children. It's like, girl, sit your crotch down a little bit. You can still be hot or whatever, but it gotta be some type of different image because you're not gonna be the it girl outside. Like that's not really what you're doing no more. You had to take some time out and you gotta get back into the groove. Like you're not just gonna pop back out acting like you still outside and you just was being Susie homemaker having two children at home. You know what I'm saying? Like so I feel like to fill that void that they wanted Cardi B to go in or the influence to the Spanish community. So, the Spanish black community so they could still act as wild. They want us to stay in our lower selves. They want us to be wild and they have to infiltrate all black of color, people of color, including Dominican Spanish, or whatever, that's not a part of the scam. They got to keep them as ignorant as they want to keep us. Want us to be on, drugs, this and that, welfare, this, kids out of web. They want us to stay a statistic They wanted to stay a statistic. So they have the Cardi B influence, but I believe that they took Ice Spice and wanted her to, carry that torch. And I felt like it was weird that they never had any beef. Like Cardi never really said nothing about it, and like she's always saying somebody's like trying to copy her or something like that. So it was like obvious that Ice Spice was filling that void for her, and so recently Ice Spice was right, was it Aaliyah or Star? Yeah, right, Aaliyah was on Star Search. All of these celebrities were on more than what we saw. They were doing a lot of things like that you probably would have never, probably, like low budget things and things that we probably would never even see. And when you see something, you'd be like, is that what you're putting on some like low budget stuff? And that, because that's where they were starting at. And mostly people start as kids. So, and you know what I feel like they do to these kids to make them so mature? I feel like they, if you haven't seen, I showed a lot of stuff in my old stuff when they were showing how that kid, that remember that little white boy and the adult, I think it was his parent, his mother, and they was talking to him like he was a grown adult and saying like sexual stuff in front of him. So it's like I think that they treat these children, and like they say with Kylie, like Kylie's not an average 18-year-old like what she was fucking or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, sometimes I feel like they say things and they do things. Paris Hilton, all these people say, "Oh, my parents sent me somewhere." They all on drugs and acting all crazy because their parents sent them away. And because they know they're sending them like boot camp and shit, like not real boot camp, but like the places that they're sending. They know what they're doing to them. They know that they're putting them into stuff. They're training them into. So that's why a lot of these kids be acting like they bugged out because their parents are 100% send them to that. Like a lot of these people like Scientology, the child is not theirs. The child belongs to the institution. And these people all believe in it. They swear by it because this is how they have their life, their lifestyle. But anyway, not to jump topics. With Ice Spice, let me see. She's playing a different role. Yes, I believe she came out of nowhere, Ice Spice, and I believe she doesn't have any beef with Cardi B because she is her sister is the one playing the role of Ice Spice. What's her name? What's the sister name? What's the sister name? Bacardi? No, Hennessy. Hennessy. And mind you, these people, I've been talking about these people from day one too. The sister, everybody that I talk about is big players. They're big players in the game, and a lot of these people play double roles. So yeah, I believe that Ice Spice is playing. Hennessy is playing the role of Ice Spice, and that's why Cardi B has no issue. That's why Cardi B has no issue with. Let me see if I can take this off. No, okay, yeah, I could double it. Yeah, so I believe that Cardi B's sister is playing the role of Ice Spice. And that's why she has the wig, the orange wig on. She has the orange wig on. She won't let up on the wig because she's in disguise. Okay? I think that Ice Spice is being played by. They're both January Capricorns. No, matter of fact, Ice Spice is a January Capricorn and Cardi B's sister is a December Capricorn. Is a December Capricorn. Okay, they both have the same kind of body type, very small, short. Yep. So definitely think she's playing the role of Cardi B's sister. The other day they were arguing about the other time they were arguing about okay, yeah, so the other day Cardi B was arguing with some guy named Ramonte, right? Ramonte came out of nowhere. He ended up on a show with G Herbo's baby mother and made a big situation. Like, I don't know what happened, but they wanted to put this boy, they wanted to put the spotlight on his boy. So they made like some type of weird scandal because you know that's how you get on when they do, when they act like you embarrassing yourself or you do. So he supposedly had got drunk and like kind of embarrassed himself or was like, you know, bumping heads a little bit with Ari and Yukon, whatever his name is, the other guy that was there. So the Ramonte dude from there has gotten a following, and now he goes on like Target runs and he like does all these public, and that's like the new thing to do too. Like these people be in public harassing real people, harassing the crackheads, and doing all that shit. Trying to make. I'm tired of these videos of these people trying to get content out of people that's not getting no checks out of it. They're not getting no profit out of it, and these people are literally exploiting people, or whatever, because they Jamaican asses or whatever the fuck asses is coming from another fucking country, doing all these goddamn content creation shits. You know, they all got the same scam. They're all doing the same shit. Anyway, and it's not by accident. Ramonte, he's Jamaican, gay, all the makings of he's about to be on. You know, he got all the makings of about to be a celebrity, right? So anyway, he's arguing with Cardi B because he's saying something about him being ratchet, not making no money, blah fucking blah. Because he's black and Cardi B's light skinned and you know pretty privilege, white privilege. I don't fucking care. In reality, it's not no privilege, but unless you a goddamn immigrant that's willing to sign a slave contract and you're part of a slave community that sold your ass out from the beginning when you were young, you know, like unless you're a part of that stuff, you ain't gonna get on anyway. So anyway, let them tell it. This is the light skin, you know, the same narratives they always push. And then Cardi is like, "Oh no, that's not why. Yeah, I don't know why. And I'm gonna tell you the reason." And who knows what the fuck she be saying, right? With her broken Spanglish. She's like, she didn't make money because she's light skinned. She made money because she's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know what she thought she made money from. But if you ask me, she made money because she's willing to show her titties and her ass and her pussy hole. When you're willing to show like those three things, you know, they may take a liking to you and make you sign some contracts. If you're willing to show those three things, you're willing to sign a stupid ass contract. Right? So anyway, I think that that's what she got one for. And she said that she was her, you know, she's black too. I don't know. She said her mother's Trini and her father's Dominican. And she said that y'all don't be doing things like that to Ice Spice or somebody else. Or Vermonte said something about her saying something about Ice Spice. They drag Ice Spice in it, right? But I think that they drag Ice Spice in it because they wanted me to see that Ice Spice is really fucking Cardi B's sister, you know, so I wasn't paying no attention until when they dragged Ice Spice in. And Ice Spice was like, "No, boo, I'm not Dominican. I'm not Dominican and Trini. I'm Spanish." And like she said she's something in black. She's like, I'm Dominican and black or Puerto Rican. But I don't know what the fuck she is, but she's something in black, right? So I was like commenting not on their page, but I've been commenting on a lot of stuff from Instagram where people will keep saying that they're saying there's something in black. That like just recently some girl went viral because she said she was eating black tacos. And a lot of people was like, "Yo, like what's black tacos? What's black tacos?" And she was like, "Oh, a lot of people are asking what's my ethnicity, ethnicity, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?" Because she said black tacos, and she was like a lighter girl. So sometimes when you see light complected girls, you don't know what they're mixed with. Like you don't know if they're just black or if they're mixed with something in black because they're lighter complected. So a light skinned person could be or Negro or whatever, black, whatever they are. And or they could say, "Hey, I'm black and something else." So because a lot of people try to identify lighter complected black people as being mixed, like, "Oh, you got to be mixed with something, you got to be mixed with something," and you don't have to be, but some could be mixed, right? So anyway, she was like, "I am mixed. I'm mixed." She said, "My mother's European and she said European and what's the Vietnamese." She said my mother's Vietnamese and European, and her father's black. So I was like, okay, so if your mother is Vietnamese and European, that means Vietnamese is from Vietnam, right? And European means you're from Europe, right? Where the fuck is black from? Where is black from? Why is your father black? Why he has nowhere to go? Why is he not from somewhere? So when people say black, they literally mean a nigga from America, right? Because we're blacklisted, we're blacked out. They act like we don't exist, right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming her father's a negro, right? So it's whatever. So the same thing as what Hennessy was saying, not Hennessy, Ice Spice. Ice Spice was like, no, the difference between, she was like, no, Cardi, the difference between me and you is I have a black parent. So I'm looking like, I'm like, don't Cardi B have a black parent? Because she said her mother's Trinidad. So I'm like, isn't Trini people black? So this is my point. My point is that when they refer to black people, they're not talking about an African, they're not talking about a Jamaican, they're not talking about a Haitian, they're not talking about somebody from Belinese, they're not talking about they're talking about an American Negro when they talk about black people. Like they can't just say, "Oh, my father's from America." They'll sit there and say black, like they're referring to black is not America. I would never think, "Oh, person is black, they're from America." But now I'm starting to understand that black people are from America. Like if you're talking about a black person, they're talking about an American. But anyway, so I guess Ice Spice is half this and half black, right? Half Negro, right? So I was looking like that's weird because I know from the beginning I was saying that I think Cardi B and Hennessy have two different fathers. Remember, at some point you always see Cardi B with her father alive, but you never see Hennessy with the father. And then one time Hennessy was like, "Oh, I'm going to meet my half sister," and she went to like DR, she went to the Dominican Republic or whatever. But Cardi B didn't go with her, and you didn't see Cardi B's father there. So all this time Cardi B would tell the story like as if they got the same father, but then when you don't never see Hennessy partake in being with the actual father that Cardi B be with. So anyway, that's just like one indicator for parents. And Ice Spice might have said that to Cardi, and they know that they're the same. They know, anyway. So Cardi B responds back to Ice Spice. You would think that Cardi B would be upset because Ice Spice didn't really agree with Cardi B. She kind of was like, "No, I don't agree with you because my parents, you have two immigrant parents from Trinidad, from Dominican Republic." She said, "I have one immigrant parent and one parent from here. One of my parents are black." So I would think that will offend Cardi B, but Cardi B doesn't get offended. She's like, "Oh no, girl, we had a discussion or whatever, and send me a picture that we took together somewhere." And then I guess she posted a picture, and that was it. They didn't have no. You would think that Cardi B would be like, "Girl, like who's talking to you?" Or say something bad because it didn't help her. When she tried to use Ice Spice to help her, Ice Spice did not help her. She was like, "No, that don't help you, girl, because I have a black parent." Like, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm half from here, I'm half, anyway, so I just felt that was weird that Cardi B was like, "Oh, girl, it's whatever, and send me the picture that we took together at the Met or whatever." And then she posted it on, Ice Spice posted the picture on Twitter. Like, "Oh, here's the picture, girl." So I feel like it was all love or whatever, and there was no issue because that's literally her fucking sister. Like, that's fucking, Ice Spice is literally fucking Hennessy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what would there be to argue about? Like, I'm not gonna argue with my little fucking sister. Like, technically, like it'd be like my sister. Now, really have today. I don't really have nothing because I wanted to start to get into like the politics, talking about this upcoming election and seeing what could we actually do to try to stop this 2025 plans of the next shutdown of the next this. Like what could we come up with? Like we need like some type of like, I know you guys are writing me and stuff like that, but we need somebody. I need you guys to, and somebody said they sent me an email, but I did not get your email. I don't know if you're watching this, but you may have wrote the email down wrong because I didn't get the email. I looked in my junk, I looked in my spam, I looked in my inbox, and I didn't get anything. But if anything, try to send it again. I'm gonna try to respond back to your comment on YouTube and send my email again. because it didn't go through. But anyway, yeah, we need people that's going to brainstorm and figure out something that we could do to try to like put a monkey wrench in these people plans. Like the plans that they have is in full effect, and I don't see nobody really doing any, like it's coming, it's going to be here before you know it. We're almost in summer, and once summer's over it's going to get lit, you know what I'm saying, because then it's election time. So don't wait till the last minute to say, hey, let's figure some stuff out so they can stop ripping us off in life. Or we should start worrying about the quality of our lives, like we're the workers, we're this, we're that. I know they said Bernie Sanders said something about a 4 day work week. Remember I suggested that. I was like, oh, give us 4 days. And Bernie, I don't think Bernie Sanders will ever be president because I just can't see us voting for a Jewish person. I don't think that's because we all know that they're so cheap and they're so heartless that I would never expect for anybody to vote for a Jew. A Hugh, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're all Hughes. They're all Russian Jews, Zionists, and they're all from the same background. They all have the same objective. They all have the same agenda, and they want to have all the same outcome, which is take as much as they can from here to give out to their respective area. They don't care about everybody. So that's why it's really important on who gets into office, because those are the people that's there. It's either the Chinese is going to eat or the Russians are going to eat. Like they want to see which ones is going to get the pie, for them to be all greedy and eating up all our food. So it never is about us. It's about stealing from us and taking from us. And who's it going to go to? Is it going to go to these people or is it going to go to these people? Because they're making sure that they eat regardless, right? So, I don't know. What could we do to try to slow down the infestation on eating us alive? How can we slow down them tearing us up for dinner every fucking year, for our generations? Like our whole lives be catering to paying all these taxes, doing all this work for breadcrumbs, and no matter what position you're in, you're never getting enough. Because if you're getting enough, you wouldn't work. So they're making sure that you don't get that much, no matter what position you're in, because they want you to work. So, what could people do? Like, we got to have some type of brainstorm sessions. I want to get more into like interactive, and that's why I want the computer so I can have my, people come up here. I'm gonna try to get people to come up here, make plans for people to come up here with me. Working on that. It'll be here soon. Definitely summer, spring. What summer, spring, fall, September. And Sheree, she's a January Capricorn too. So don't let me get the lion. Don't let me get the lion saying my lion gonna come out and don't. But he said the guy when he on the Housewives when Sheree when she first was. I used to watch it when it first came out. That's when it was good, when reality was good. Until you realize that they're all part of some type of like Alpha Phi, Sigma communities of robots trying to rip us off. Before I noticed that, I used to indulge into the daylight ghetto of the reality shows, and I don't support them at all anymore. But before, when they first, he told Sheree had supposed to have had a fashion show, and it was no clothes. And the gay, what was that gay guy name? And he had his nose was done. He was like, "Oh, how dreadful! A fashion show with no fashion." He was like, "How dreadful! A fashion show with no fashion, girl. I've seen it all." But yeah, I hope I'm working on I'm working on the PC. September September 4th, September fall. Hopefully you see like what the fuck is it? Why this is in the way? Like why can't it? Like I've been trying to get it to go away and it won't go away. It's in the way of my comments. Like they so rude. Like go away. Like how do you stop this? Like let me see if I click on this. Okay, it went down. See, and it came back up. Like what is that? Okay, good. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm working on that. Hopefully we can brainstorm. I need people to brainstorm. Come with all your ideas. You'll be surprised that the stupidest idea might be. See how it keeps popping up? You'll be surprised that the stupidest idea may Okay, I'm getting out of here because you can see that they effing with me right now. They know I got OCD and I don't want that up on my screen and it keeps popping up any fucking way because they want to F with me right now. So I'm gonna get out of here, but I did want to show. I didn't go into none of my little pictures, and I have all these pictures up here for a reason. I'm not gonna be able to go over none of this. I wanted to show y'all a bunch of stuff like how they be eating in other countries. This nigga G Herbo is still doing that cha cha dance. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go through all of this because I already about to go. Oh, you see how the guy, this guy daughter, it's a big fucking joke because he was on there talking about she was a virgin. Remember, he was like, "Oh, you can't be that because you're a virgin." I'm telling you, they sell their kids virginity for money. They do all kinds of stuff. Like he got some type of weird cult going on, like Dr. CB, with all the celebrities. Like Usher was just there. Then Lisa Ray went. Russell, Uncle Russ, whatever his name is. Russell Simmons, yeah. So he got like this. He's supposed to be doing this new like Dr. CB type cult. Remember when Left Eye Wednesday was acting all weird in Honduras with Dr. CB? So I guess like Russell Simmons is trying to do the same thing and get like celebrities to come out to this cult area. Yeah, they're all sex slaves. No one is shocked that his daughter is doing that. Her mother did the same thing with her father. Kamora Lee was what 14 or something when she was messing with Russell Simmons at 30 or something like that, or like a grown man age. So this is a part of their culture. This is what they do for a living. You know, like they're part. It's what they do. So it's not like she's messing with some old man. This is how they make their money and they solidify. And it's like a lot of childhood stars that got books and stuff about how they get sold to other people for a certain couple dollars or whatever, a couple million or something like that. Like they get their kids out, let them take virginities and things like that nature. So I don't think that this is any different from what they all do. They're all in some type of weird sex slave kind of situations. Yeah, so that's all I really got for today. I just wanted to pop up and say hey to you guys and, talk to you guys on the chat because the people that do still come to my show, my channel, I appreciate y'all. So I don't want to just like leave y'all hanging for mad long and y'all still keep up with me and F with my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to come pop up. And then I miss some of y'all. I've been reading stuff and seeing y'all comments when I'm like, when I'm not on and y'all like watch my video and leave comments. I be wanting to like pop up and like talk to y'all. So it's like, I come up here for the conversation and for the chat. Thank you guys for always popping up and being here with me. You guys are a part of the show. That's why I make sure I show your comments because I want people to read. And that's why I don't know why this goddamn thing is up here because it's in the way. But that's just them wanting me to get the fuck. They want me YouTube like, go ahead, girl. So let me go. Let me go ahead and go on for the day. But if you don't do anything, please on your way out, like the channel. Stop what you're doing right now and like the video if possible, please. So it can be hopefully shopped around and more people could review the video. And what do you guys think about Ice Spice and Hennessy? Or do you think they're twins? Think they're the same fucking people? You think they're related? Cardi B just said that Glorilla is her direct cousin, and Glorilla said she was related to what? Didn't Glorilla say she was related to Uzi? Glorilla said that Uzi was her cousin. I'm telling you, a lot of these people are saying that they all related because they are all related. They're all from the Caribbean or from South or Latin America or wherever the fuck they're getting these people from. Okay. But anyway, man, stay smart. That's all I can do. Stay frugal. Save your money. Keep your money. Buy something that makes sense. That's gonna better your health, better your life. Do those things first. Make sure that whatever you're putting in, forget what you're putting on your body. Worry more about what you're putting in your body. Also on your feng shui, make sure that where your living space is, you're very happy and comfortable here. You want to be just as comfortable and happy with your life, and then focus on the name brands of putting clothes on you or whatever. Like, and if you could get something on the sales rack, if you could get cheap stuff, do so, because if you're taking care of yourself, you are the designer. You know what I'm saying? You yourself is the designer. Anything you put on, that whatever you're putting on, that person should be honored and say, "Wow, this person got my stuff on," because you're the design. You're the divine design of the universe. It can't get no more expensive than you. So don't worry about these designers of people that come from countries that are not even as fabulous as they want you to think their clothes are. You know what I'm saying? These are coming from sweatshops. These people are in barefoot, and they're do so much for. Like, people do the most, and it's like I don't see what for. Like, it's not. I'm tired of the mentality of, you know the designer is, it makes you something. No, you having your whole shit together. You could be in an Old Navy outfit. You having your whole shit together is what makes me, like, I'll be like, wow, this person. Look how this person. This is a comfortable setting, and it don't got nothing to do with nobody's outfit. You know what I'm saying? So just have a great mindset. Make sure that you're uplifting, and everything that you're doing is for the greater of, that, in your head. Don't worry about things that's like, provocative and low level minded, because that's exactly where you're going to end up. You know what I'm saying? In life, your bank account, everything's going to be just as low as your ideology. So think outside the box. Be your own person. Independent will always be a successful way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're working for you and you're doing everything for you, it can't go fucking wrong. So anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna miss you guys. Until next time, I will come back as soon as possible. I hope nothing special goes on. I didn't really predict nothing, so I don't think anything really is going to happen, except probably you're going to see a lot of Ice Spice and Hennessy references, since I said that, and maybe some black president woman conversation, since I said that. But I don't know anything else that really. I hope maybe Russell Simmons may probably say something. I don't know, but you might hear something about somebody that I mentioned next week, because they love to troll me. I don't even say half the stuff that they told me on. They do so much shit. I be looking like they can't be serious. But yeah, so look out for my video, guys. I'll be back within 3 weeks, possibly 4. I don't know if it's been 3 or 4 weeks, but somewhere around that range. And I will see you guys then. Okay, later.